got a whole lot of insane story details and updates for the future of the MCU, including Secret Wars cameos, Spider-Man, Blade, the supernatural side of the MCU, and all I gotta say is if any of this is true, the MCU might be cooking again. This news comes to us from reliable insider Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus. Now, this is just what he's hearing from sources, so take it with a grain of salt. So don't shoot the messenger now. Kicking things off with Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. This version of Doctor Doom is gonna come from the same universe that the Fantastic Four are gonna come from, and they're planning to introduce the MCU's version of Doctor Doom after Secret Wars. But speaking of Secret Wars, they want a whole bunch of cameos and a whole bunch of crossovers that we've never seen before. One of the big interactions that they want is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I'm not gonna lie to you, this would be my childhood wet dream come to life. Okay, Paul. But all jokes aside, I need that because this shit means something to me. But they also want Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to interact with Hulk. And hopefully by interact, that means they throw Hulk hands and adamantium claws. Also, they want to continue that Deadpool and Thor joke. Every time Deadpool sees Thor, he's like, oh my god, I'm about to die. But one of the big interactions is going to be between RDJ's Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange. Strange is said to have a major role in the Secret Wars storyline going forward. And of course, you can't have RDJ come back and not have him interact with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'm gonna lose my mind. But speaking of roles in the Avengers movie, apparently Reed Richards' role isn't going to be that big. Alex compared his role to that of Rocket Raccoon's in Endgame. But there are serious discussions of them having a council of Reeds, mainly trying to bring back Young Gruffit as Reed Richards. But who knows, maybe they bring back the other two versions too. Spidey, of course, is still said to have a lead role in these movies. They want him to be the face of the MCU and potentially be his universe's anchor being. There's also discussions about replacing Kang and his variants with a multiversal version of the Masters of Evil, but that's still something that they're just discussing. Armor Wars isn't canceled yet. It's part of a 3-act structure that starts in Ironheart, goes into Vision Quest, and is supposed to end in Armor Wars the movie. Which brings us to Blade. And as of this moment, they're still trying to get this movie made, but they want it to be perfect because they want Blade to lead the supernatural side of the MCU. They have big plans for that. They eventually want to tie them all into a Midnight Suns movie and include characters like Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing, also Bloodstone, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, etc. To the street level of the MCU, Daredevil's gonna have a big part in that. They want Spider-Man and Daredevil to finally team up. They want to bring back the Defenders, Kristen Ritter and Mike Coulter back as Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, but they want a new Iron Fist. They also want Daredevil to interact with Moon Knight in the street level, which I mean, I would have preferred if they went that route with Moon Knight. That's the Moon Knight that I love, but it looks like the MCU's version of Moon Knight kind of touches between street level and supernatural. And finally, they want Daredevil and Black Widow to interact too. I don't know how I feel about this because it's Yelena and not Natasha, but shit's interesting. Again, some of these things might be true, a lot of it could be bullshit, but either way, I'm just happy to be excited about the MCU again.